frontman van de band die straks in Vorst staat, Tom Smith van Editors. A very good day.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. We're in a very weird place. We're in 2007, so welcome in our virtual studio. Welcome back.
Good old days.
Yes, we're feeling very nostalgic this last week. So what were those years like for you? The years, the noughties, as you...
The noughties, yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously it's when we formed the band, so it was an exciting time.
Yes.
Kind of writing songs, loads of gigs, and then just lots of exciting things happening, like record deals and quitting our jobs and coming to places like this.
Yeah. What were you actually doing, guys, before making the album, before really getting a record deal and stuff?
We met at university, but when that finished, we moved to Birmingham.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we were when we started to take the band seriously. But me and Russell were working in a call centre for a bank.
Okay.
And Chris and Ed were working in a shoe shop.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were in Birmingham for about a year doing that. And in the evenings we would rehearse, and then, yeah, it wasn't too long after that when Bullets became a thing, and off we went. You know.
Okay, no call centres for you anymore.
Not yet. Who knows what the future holds, but...
Okay, so 2005 marks Editors' debut album.
Yeah.
Can you take us back to that moment? How did that feel, releasing like a very first album of your own?
Yeah, I mean, there are things that happen along the journey that, you know, feel very kind of significant, and obviously being able to sign a record deal, quit working in a call center, suddenly my job is being a musician.
Yeah.
Hearing your song on the radio for the first time, and obviously making an album and having it in your hand for the first time. So it's incredibly exciting. Of course it is. And
it's magic.
Yeah, it's totally magic. It feels like you're... you know, living your dream. That's it.
Yeah. And then 2007, the year we're in today, was a very, very big year for Editors, right?
Yeah, so that second record was really significant. You know, obviously we built on the success from the back room, and we came back with this quite, you know, grand, weightier sound and kind of serious album. It was really kind of cemented our position, and things like festivals and the audiences started to grow.
Yeah. And you went everywhere. I mean, there was the concerts, of course. There was an American tour. There were the late night shows on TV in the States, I think.
All that stuff.
That's crazy. There was Glastonbury, there was Pukkelpop and whatnot. So how do you look back at that particular year? What comes to your mind immediately when you think about that year?
I had longer hair. In the first record, my hair was very short, and it got a lot longer and curlier, and the sweat issue on stage was a thing.
Okay.
It was a whirlwind. Like it was I don't know what it was. We were very busy. We toured America, I think, twice actually on that record. Both like 6-week tours, doing those shows you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, when you know, if you find yourself, when you're falling in love with music and bands, you have images of, like, I don't know, them playing on those late shows, and so people doing the same thing. I think Hugh Laurie was on one of those shows with us. That was pretty nuts.
Yeah. So 2007, het jaar dat Editors frontman Tom Smith langer haar had. En dat hij dat nog heel goed weet, want dat gaf een klein beetje een probleem op het podium. Goed, you're staying with us just a little longer. So het is het moment. Stel dat jij Tom Smith van Editors iets wil vragen. Laat het mij dan maar weten nu in de app. Een start, ook dat is 2007, ook dat is Editors. En Tom Smith die staat hier bij ons in de studio. Veel mensen die reageren in de app, die ongelooflijk uitkijken naar vanavond. En lots of people coming tonight. Lots of people are already standing there, actually. It's quite early. I told them you were coming here first, and then they shouldn't go there already because there's nobody there at the moment. But Martin has a question. He says, I'm looking forward to tonight. Hope you guys are well. I would love an acoustic version of Smokers Outside the Hospital Doors.
There'll be an acoustic version or two of songs, but not that one, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, buddy.
He says, I sometimes play that song with a friend of mine, so I think they want to relive that moment maybe. Maar kijk, Martin, je krijgt sowieso heel veel andere nummers. Tom, you're going to pick one of your favorites just after we get this. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. Sven is ook helemaal mee. Plots was daar in 2007 ook die zeer duistere, melancholische dubstep van de Britse producer Burial. Ik speel dat nog altijd zeer graag eigenlijk, Archangel. En hier bij mij zit iemand die groot werd in de jaren 0 en nog steeds zeer groot is en met zijn band in Vorst National speelt vanavond. Tom Smith van Editors, die had nog even tijd om hallo te komen zeggen voor die show van straks. Tom, that was a big throwback for me, Burial.
Yeah, I think it sounds quite modern as well. It sounds like timeless to me, that.
Yeah.
Great.
What were you guys listening to back then?
There are a few kind of important bands in the kind of the genesis of Editors, should we say, like things like the Walkman, also Elbow, their first couple of records.
Right.
So,
and I think you guys saw each other a lot, like Elbow and you, like playing the same festivals.
We hung out a bit. We also went to their studio and did some recording with them. Which blew my mind because they were a big influence on us when we started.
Okay,
obviously Strokes as well was big around then too.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've played a lot of that, but yeah, Elbow, if we could play Fallen Angel, that would be wicked.
Okay, we're going to do that just in a minute because I try to understand, like when a band was on tour back then, was it like on the tour bus with the headphones on, iPods in each one's pockets, and then listening to music and talking about music in the tour bus, for instance?
In the tour bus, you'd normally listen to it, well, this is old-fashioned, collectively together in the back lounge.
Yes.
And to be honest, we still do that, but in the down. Normally, the tour bus is for sleeping, or if you're in the back lounge, it's kind of communal experience.
Okay. Okay. So Burial, we just heard that it was kind of dark music. Can we say that the end of those noughties was kind of dark? That it was a place for dark music, or not really?
I find darkness. All the music that I love has a darkness. Regardless of which era, time. I think. People like sad songs.
Yeah, that's true. They work all the time. There were sad songs, there were dark songs, and there was a lot of love too, especially from Belgian fans too, I think. Can we say there's a special bond between Editors and Belgium?
Yeah, it's been just an enormous part of our story, and there's been a few things that have happened here that have made it more special, so absolutely.
Yeah, one of these things is the No Sound But the Wind, the version at the festival.
That was 2010, right?
Yeah, that was 2000. That was later. Yeah.
Come back next week for that.
No, we're stopping in 2009.
Okay.
That's for another time. But just Edward was wondering. He said, if you were aware of the fan who was singing along and who was seen on the screens, if you were aware, because you were of course playing the piano with all that passion and stuff, but. Did you see the fan in anyone?
No, not at the time, no. The only thing I remember that towards the end of the song, the crowd started cheering in a slightly strange place. I hadn't finished.
Yeah.
And they were, obviously looking back, I've seen that they're cheering his appearance on the screen again.
Right. Yeah.
So I was aware of this kind of strangely placed scream. That's odd.
What did I do? I just play a note that I need to play.
So that was my only kind of sense of something.
Okay, well, let's go back to that iPod and play Fallen Angel Elbows track. What does it do when you hear that song? What brings the memory that comes back?
It reminds me of being in Russell's bedroom at university. So this would have been 2002, maybe, when this came out.
Yeah.
So the very end of university, sitting around in Russell's bedroom talking about music, trying to write songs together.
Wow.
And Elbow was, this record was one of the ones that we were listening to. Sigur Rós as well, that one with the brackets.
Yeah. Wow, that's like very emotional music.
Oh, we're emotional guys.
I know.
Yeah.
Studio Brussel.
Maar zo is gewoon de keuze van Tom Smith, de frontman van Editors, Fallen Angel van Elbow. Als je meekijkt in de app, dan zie je dat Tom hier nog steeds is. I see you sitting in that bedroom actually listening with Russell and feeling it. And feeling it now.
Absolutely.
Okay, Ines is sending us in the app that she will be front row and she has little plates, or how do you say it? And the sign says, "Do you want to be, or do you want to make my be real?"
Do I want to make her be
real, like the picture you have to take every day at.
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what.
Be real is like you have to be real at a certain point during the day. You don't know when, and then it's an app that says, "Okay, now you have to take a picture," and it takes the picture like this, but also like this, so reversed.
Okay.
So maybe you should install the app.
Yeah.
And then you have it by tonight, and then you can be, in essence, be real.
Be real. I need to do some research.
Yeah, it's new. It's like, I don't have it either, but it's that's the thing. So I will almost let you go because you'll have to prepare for the show tonight. What kind of show can we expect?
Obviously, we're touring a new record, so
right,
a lot of that.
Yeah. And then will you still be giving the same amount of love to those songs from the noughties?
There'll be of course there'll be some songs from the noughties. Yeah, we don't ignore the past.
No.
But, we have to focus on the future. But obviously, Ben, we've got a new member on stage. It's the first time we played here, 6 of us.
Okay.
It's also the last show of the tour.
Okay.
So we've been out for a month, and we haven't toured for that long for a long time.
That's right.
What's been going on? So we'll have a bit of a party tonight.
Yeah, the last show in Brussels or around Brussels. That makes will you go out tonight?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So people might spot you somewhere in the center of Brussels tonight.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Maybe I'll wear a disguise.
Yes. Je zal het misschien wel zien. Misschien kom je ze nog tegen, de jongens van Editors, na het concert in Vorst National. Well, Tom, thank you for hanging around here. Thank you for sharing some music with us. And have a great one tonight.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks.